don't trust Museveni. Apart from the allegation that he's your father, you don't know Museveni. He has promised many other people that chair before. He can turn around, and when he turns around, my friend, you may face it rough. Because the state is a monster. It feeds on its own virtues. Your own father can feed on you. So, General Muhoozi, be careful with the promises and those secret discussions you have with Museveni. He's not reliable. He has lied to many others before. He can lie to you, and he can be a danger to you. Thank you. Who succeeds who? This is not a monarchy. So we should not be talking about succession. I think what misled Bwana Museveni, Yoweri, to think that succession is real, is when people said, no, you should leave and you hand over to a successor. You see, they meant successor in title. They did not mean customary heir. And now Museveni understood successor in title to mean a customary heir. And that's why he's understood it in terms of his son. And now you can see his son running around, you know, Birampango. He's here, he's there, etc. He doesn't even know what he wants to be. Why? Because his father is confused in terms of what they understand by succession. Of course, the environment, if you're talking about succession, can only be polluted because it is used and exploited corruptly. Corruptly because who else do you think can be allowed to move around and think in terms of, you know, running for presidency today? Who? Amongst the potential candidates. Can Kyagulanyi run around the country? Dr. Besigye yesterday could not leave his house. If I hint on it that I want to be president 2026, you will see the environment can only be chaotic. Why? Because Museveni thinks he has a personal army to secure a personal property in terms of Uganda. He's talking about my army, my oil, my money, etc. That's what has polluted and corrupted his mind. Now, the other aspect of corruption is you're talking about a soldier, a serving soldier. He's doing everything that others have been court-martialed before. The reckless streets, the openly partisan and politically partisan statements he's making, abusive and criminal. Nobody is reining in on him. Why? Because everybody's scared. Can you tell General Mbadi to rein in on Muhoozi Kainerugaba, on General Muhoozi? No. He cannot. Can you take Muhoozi before Guti? Can you? You cannot. Because the first thing Guti might do is to get up and salute him. We were in the court-martial in Gulu, 4th Division, when we complained about Honorable Kyagulanyi's torture. Guti was the chairman of the court-martial, General Guti, was the first to say, why did he go into the war if he could not sustain it? He thought he was going for a dance party. In other words, he had already convicted him. So you get such a person and you court-martial Muhoozi before him. So succession, forget, it's basically about corruption. Have you ever even asked where this General Muhoozi gets the money from for running around the country, Birampango, aimlessly? You know, he's running around with a lot of money in the pocket that he spreads to the Baleves. He's a soldier, a serving soldier. Actually, since he left school, he has never held any other job apart from being a soldier. Do you ask yourself where he gets that kind of money from, that he squanders around? And can anyone ask? Can you ask at one point I asked one of the defense ministers and said, no, you man, what are you doing about your soldier who is running around with a lot of money? Are you not interested? Why don't you pick interest in where he's getting lots of money? It could even be a source of insecurity. That a soldier at Muhoozi's level or rank has that kind of money and it does not worry security. He should be a security target now. He should be investigated by security to know for the safety of this country and even for the safety of of his father. And nobody is bothered. Why? He's the man's son. So until the man indicates that he's not happy with him, he's going to continue running around like that. Finally, what I can say is to warn my brother, General Muhoozi. The presidential bid in terms of democratic processes, Muhoozi is a very big joker. Very big joker. Nobody can vote him. Okay, some few of those ones he's parading around can vote for him, for his money. But in terms of becoming president, the ambition, the abuse and misuse of the army and other institutions is somebody to watch. Because he's inheriting an army that has been abused before by his father. On his own, he can't do anything. In fact, I would not have any problem with Muhoozi running for the presidency on two conditions. One, that he quits the army and answers for the crimes of engaging himself in politics when he's a soldier. And the second condition is not abusing institutions and our funds. Otherwise, he would be very good matoke for us. He would be very, very good matoke. Has he got a CV in politics? Has he got a CV in human relations? No. So he would not be a problem. Save for the rigging, abuse of the army and other institutions, Muhoozi is a very simple character we can deal with very easily. In terms of democratic processes, he has no CV. He would be very easy to defeat. My only worry is if he conducts himself the way he's conducting himself, if he, in concert with his father, abused the army, that would be my concern. Does he even know what to tell the voters? For example, what is it that Muhoozi can tell the voters? That vote for me to do what? Does he have a track record